I'm MJ and I'm your Atlas to life. If you're a Taurus sign, then this video is for you. This is a reading, an intuitive reading about your middle October into November of 2020. So like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything else. Let's see. I also do yoga and meditations, but I do a lot of collective readings. In fact, I do them every Tuesday, and I do tarot card readings on Thursdays that are channeled messages, and then on Saturdays I devote the whole day to twin flame readings. So check them out. Okay, I'm just reading these cards here for you guys. And to start off, you know, it's the 16th of October right now, but we get two cards. They both came here. I don't know if this is two different individuals or if this is both, you know, both of these cards are representing you, if you're a Taurus. But we have the Queen of Cups, you know, the ultimate nurturer, caregiver. She is a mother of sorts, but she's not just a mother to her own children. And this could be, you know, it's non-gender specific. So there could be attributes that you're holding if you're not a female as well. Today I'm picking up on the Mother Gaia aspect. And I don't always get that with this card, but I am getting it today. You know, the feelings and the emotions. So, you know, this is the main issue. Are you cleansing and healing a lot of other people, or are you doing that within yourself because the water is what my eye is being drawn to? And that flowing movement. And, you know, like think of as the river goes, then it takes away the debris out into the ocean, into that salt water to be cleansed. But the Sun card comes here for you guys. And obviously I'm drawn to the sun. It's the name of the card. But this is a happy little guy on a horse who's also very joyful. And he's just looking at his life like he should. I don't think that we were put on this planet to suffer in any way, shape, or form. And he's gung-ho. But he's very successful. So when you consider that first card, that Queen of Cups, then with the Sun card, we have a person who is caring for others, and it might be draining them to some extent, but I feel like it's why they celebrate their life and their existence. But let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Ten of Cups is the obstacle getting in the way. So do you have a dream or a vision, and that's why you're nurturing others? Because what I'm getting and feeling is that you need to celebrate yourself here. And that's the vibes that I'm picking up on so far in this reading. Okay, so your desires and aspirations. This card is like super, a perfect card for that. And of course I'm going to bring up the 1111 aspect. I do every time I see this card. I see two 11s, and through the wands, through the fire, there are desires. So it's a good card to get here. But this is your complete contentment with another. It's the Four of Wands, when all of your desires are met. Pretty cool to fall in the desires and aspirations section, but that's what you envision. It's what you see. Okay, so now I'm getting a little bit more of a read on that obstacle. And you may be looking a little bit too far into, like, this Disneyland is, it's your only hope or salvation. It's like what you feel like maybe you're alive for, and you're on the way there, which is super cool. But it's causing some emotional distress for you, potentially. So let's consider, take your eye off the prize and live here in your moment, because you're going to get what you desire. For your resources, we have the Magician, and that's infinity. You know, they have your back, and you have all the tools to manifest. You're creating the world that you want. Senses are telling me that maybe it's not coming fast enough, or you're seeing, because you're super intelligent and bright, some obstacles that might get in the way, and trying to come up with ideas. It's a resource of how you can divert those somewhat of like disasters. Our little dog is a Pomsky, and so he's like part husky and part Pomeranian. And that little guy is going through his shed, and we're bearing it with him. We're like through this with him. But he is a doll. He is like a little cuddly. Oh my gosh, you guys. And I just picked a little Gamble hair. His name's Gamble off these cards. So they're literally everywhere. I feel so bad for him that he has to go through that. But he's a perfect sweet baby. So he's worth it. He'll get through it. Maybe that has meaning for you. You are going to make it to the finish line. I can tell you that much from what I'm seeing here. Okay, in the past, there was new wisdom that you were exposed to, and it created some new beginnings for you. You were able to use some of the knowledge that you possess within you, maybe things that you learned from even before that, like in your longer term past, to, you know, make the best of this information. Well, but then we have the Ace of Wands for your future, which goes back to our desires. And I'm full on getting that feeling of, you know, what you want is super important. And maybe you're giving too much to others, and that's, you know, bearing on you, like your feelings and like how you experience your world, because somebody might be pushing you too hard. But this Ace of Wands for the future, it sure tells me that you need to pay more attention to your desires and what you want and what you need. Take a self-love day. Do that. Do all the things that make you feel good with those emotions, and that, or take some steps towards working to some of your own personal goals, is what I think. This October is going to give you opportunities for that, because those are both opportunity cards. So you're a very lucky person in that you've had opportunities in the past to come to terms with some things, but now you're having opportunities in the future, you know, later on in this October, that are going to meet all of your desires and help you feel more fulfilled inside. You have the tools, and, you know, it's available to you, and you're definitely getting that success of what you deserve. We have another ace, more new beginnings. So who you are right now is a person who's very interested in manifesting material things, and there's nothing wrong with that, because material things are the stuff in life that help open us up. If you don't have to worry about certain lack thereof necessities, then you can put your focus on climbing that ladder. And it's new beginnings. It's going to be very fertile. And you know this with your knowledge, and you have that desire. So absolutely, guys, be on the lookout for some things that are going to come up into your life this month that are going to help you manifest material stuff that's going to bring about these wonderful contentments and help you use your tools. It could be business stuff. You know, and I like to think that we forget the people aspect, because that coin's not just stuff you can buy, it's also people. This could be a new beginning for you. Some new connections with people that are going to bring some joy into your life and make your life a little easier, really, is what that card is saying. Now, the outside world to you looks like way too many choices. And it's so many choices that, like, I feel, and I'm getting, you could make each of them work for you. But, I don't know, pick this one. And it's the one that's guided by spirit, you know. It's red, though, like the root chakra. So you've got some angels on your side, and they're pushing you towards some feelings, and it's coming from the external world around you to help you work through some stuff so you can utilize some of these other new senses and feelings as well. Okay, and you're a higher dimensional being, you know, up in the clouds there, conducting the show. So you're very important to the universe. You're chosen. For your hopes and fears, you have this Four of Cups. So this is emotional stuff as well, which, I mean, you're being pushed to from the world around you, and that's what's really getting in the way, because that's emotions too. It's cups also. You're gonna get through that stuff. Like, once you have a certain feeling 1,000 times, it like doesn't bother you as much later on. And it's kind of a hard concept to explain, but I've lived it. And I made myself, forced myself to, like, experience certain emotions, like, over and over and over, until then that emotion didn't bother me anymore. And I mean, I'm not there completely because of the changing world and the different people that I'm around, but I'm telling you what, you are on the right path in that aspect, because that might be that final thing. We have, you know, you had the Ace of Swords, you had the Ace of Wands, you had the Ace of Pentacles, but I don't see an Ace of Cups. So once you master that, you might be there, which is super cool. Okay, so this Four of Cups as a hope, I think there's some things that you don't want to let go of that help you remember, you know, the good feelings in life. But as a fear, well, I mean, that is the fear. You don't want to lose those feelings or those things that they remind you of who you are, you know, in your human form. But I'm feeling that it's coming from source, and you're starting to be opened up to and exposed to some bigger, lifelong kinds of sensations that maybe in this body you had forgotten about a little bit. So you're making some choices. And what I do see is you're not giving up what the universe is giving you. You may be a little bullheaded at times about accepting some of this stuff, but they're not going to stop waving it in front of your face. And you will become less guarded and more receptive to utilize. And I feel senses, like these new senses that you have in this reading here. It's not just emotions and feelings. It's awesome abilities to live out your life purpose and why you're on this planet. The progression for you guys this month is the 4, another 4, because you have the four of wands. Yeah, and wands is fire, so that would be where you would take action and start a war, right, to get what you want. But it's that knowledge, because you have the 4 of cups right before it for hopes and fears. And so these feelings are pushing you to learn the wisdom. I mean, 3 cups, 3 swords. It's dual in that you're letting go of some of certain feelings and being, accepting some new knowledge in some ways and wisdom. You probably learned it in other lifetimes even. But notice on this card, that cup, that one's the one being given to you through the universe. And then on the swords card here, it's pretty perfect because you're learning the lesson. You're incorporating that wisdom into your being. And they need you to use that. We all need you to use that because we all have a little piece of source in us. Alright, so I'm going to do 3 cards here. Okay, I got 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there will be, this card's not only dramatic endings, but it's also amazing new beginnings. And the sense I get is that it's going towards, what you're being pushed to feel so that you can learn some wisdom. And guys, I want to mention to you, because this is like a super cool thing, that like when I write books too, I do a lot of things in fact. And one of the books that I wrote, I was talking about life lessons that, like, even though they're hard, end up being blessings, like in disguise, so that we can learn the lessons that we need to learn. And I call them blessings. This is a blessing card for you. So you're going to work through this stuff. And it's not going to be hard, because what you're fostering, that little baby there, is so much more worth it. Like, and your eyes are going to be opened up to that this month. This star card, see that, it's about hope and faith, but it's like shedding some tears and releasing. If you, it sounds weird, but like, have an injury, like a cut or something, they rip off that scab and just let it go. And so it opens it up to pull more of the cleansing things inside of your body that actually heal the wound to the spot. And that's what I feel with this card here for you guys. So, don't be afraid. It's like a cleaning, a cleansing. We have Page of Cups. Shoot, though. The Cups is the one in this reading for you guys. So, you're not the queen of your cups yet. You're just the page, but you've been exposed enough to know and understand these new things. Senses. I'm not really joking. And the Five of Pentacles comes here. It's that give, it's that take. I think this is reminding you from the beginning a little bit further back to not give too much of yourself. You need to stop, take a minute, and you need to focus on what makes you feel good. You're worth it. Alright. And then we'll do real quick here. Okay. The Hierophant. It's total spiritual authority. It's a beautiful card. You're completely important to the universe, and your contribution is necessary, and I thank you for that contribution. But you're going to be led and guided. The Trinity, whether, I mean, you try and divert it or not, you're here for a reason. You're stopping the oppression. And it's going back to what I put in my earlier video today. So I get excited and then I talk a little faster. But we were born to stop black and white thinking. Not one moment of our lives were we ever okay with that. It's just who we are, us chosen ones. And, you know, we've used a little prudence in our lives. But look at those 8 discs, 8 manifestations, 8 money. 8 is the number of manifestation. So financial assistance is coming. You're going to get a surprise, something unexpected that's going to give you some fortune, that's going to help you utilize and use these wands. You know, this is the completion of the wands here. Your desires. Oh my God, and it goes all the way back to the beginning. So that's pretty beautiful and wonderful. All right. Thank you for watching. It's in Ohio it's getting cold, and I'm not really fond of this, but the leaves look super pretty. So I don't know where you're from, but let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear your voice. Tell me how this resonated with you. If you'd like a personalized reading, my email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. So just send me an email and we can set something up. I'm not going to charge you a fortune or anything, because I absolutely love meeting people, because that's what my life purpose is and why I'm here on this planet. To love and share. And I actually really do want to know about your lives, because you're special and super cool. Taurus. Babies, stay grateful and stay thankful, and we'll all be blessed collectively. So much love and light and peace to you. And namaste from MJ, me, your Atlas to life. Thanks for watching. See you later.